Hello everyone, welcome to MyOnlineEdu.com's video tutorial, and we wish you a very happy 2020. So after a long time I'm coming up with a new video tutorial which talks about creating a voice bot using Amazon Alexa, either using a Node.js or PHP based web based application. Okay. So as all of you know that we need to have a use case, a good use case before proceeding with this. So I have created one use case which says that a restaurant reservation. We already had created a tutorial on restaurant reservation using IBM Watson chatbot, but this is the voice bot. We are using the same type of use case, that is the restaurant reservation. So the sample utterances that you have here is basically there will be two type of intents. One is to reserve and second is to cancel the reservation. So an user can say to Alexa that I want to reserve on 3rd Feb of 2020 at 7 p.m. for 5% for Kolkata location. And also the second utterance can be I want to cancel the reservation number 12345. So to do this, first we need to create the intents. So intents will be the make reservation, and under this make reservation there will be slots, as you can see here. So the slots are something like this. So this is the reservation date, okay, and this is the time, and basically this is the number of people, and this is the location where you want to reserve for the restaurant. Okay. So these are the kind of stuff that we need for slots. And finally the Alexa will respond once it's done that your reservation request is successful with reservation number 23456 or whatever numeric value is. Now the second intent is the cancel reservation, and after cancelling the reservation, we need only the reservation number, so that is the slots value, and response will be your reservation is cancelled successfully. So let's take a quick look at the architecture of this. As you can see, the end user over here in this side, he will send the voice query to the Alexa. So the utterances that we have seen in the previous slide, he will say to Alexa, Alexa, it will take it as a voice payload and send it to the Amazon voice service. So Amazon voice service, it will take the voice and translate it into text. So it will be text payload, and this will be the input to the Amazon Alexa skill kit. It's called ASK, Alexa skill kit. And in this Alexa skill kit, so basically we have to design the custom skills, the intents, the utterances, and the slots, which we already have discussed in our previous slide. So we need to do this, and then it will interact with the controller service over here. So the controller service is created by many programming language. You can use PHP, you can use Node.js, you can use the Amazon AWS Lambda function for Node.js. But here, we will not go through the Amazon AWS route. Here we'll be hosting the application to our own service. Okay. So in this tutorial, then an interaction with the MySQL DB, it can be any database, but for our example, to store the reservation details, we'll use the MySQL DB, MySQL database. So that's it pretty much. So we'll first start with this particular portion, Amazon Alexa skill kit. We need to design the Amazon Alexa skill kit with our intents, utterances, slots, and and then we'll come to this part. So the initial part will be designing the Alexa skill kit, and then we'll be doing the coding on the Node.js or the PHP side. So let's begin with the Amazon Alexa skill kit or ASK. So to start with, you need to go to this particular URL, developer.amazon.com, and here you need to first sign in. So once I log in, it gives me lots of options. So I'll be going through this Amazon Alexa one. Okay, so after logging in, let's get started with building the new skills. So we'll go to the get started over here, and we will go to the developer console. So you need to sign in here. So since I have already signed in, it will take me there. If you are not, you can re-sign in again. So as you can see, these are the skills already been created, but here I will create a new skill for our restaurant reservation system. So this is the name of our skill. So I'll say, so MyOnlineEdu restaurant reservation is the new skill, and we need to choose our language. So here will be since we are in India, we'll learn choose the English India, but you can choose based on your country. And also once you choose one particular language, you can build the skill on multiple language as well, since if you will be having a customers from different locations geographically. So we'll be using English India, and then we'll choose a custom model, and of course the provision your own. Will be basically hosting it into our own provision, will not be hosting into Alexa hosted Node.js or Alexa hosted Python. Will not use that. We'll be using our own server. Okay, and then create skill. So we'll be starting from scratch. So first thing we need to do is we need to give a invocation name. Okay, so invocation name will be coming over here. Okay, so there are many restrictions on using the this particular invocation name. So invocation name is something like, on the Alexa device you say that, okay, Alexa open your invocation name. So launch your invocation name, like Alexa ask the daily horoscope. So daily horoscope is the invocation name, right? So Alexa ask weather channel. So weather channel is the invocation name. So similarly here we'll be using the invocation name, something like dummy restaurant. Okay, and then we'll save the model. So now after that we need to create the intents over here. As you can see, the built-in intents, these 5 built-in intents have already been created. So we are not going to use this. We'll be creating our own intents, like make reservation, cancel reservation. So I'll be adding one intent over here. So the name of the intent is, let's say, make reservation. Okay, now here we need to put the sample utterances. So sample utterances, as I told you, like I want to make a reservation. So you need to put here as much as you want. Okay, as much as utterances that your user will be saying to convey that he wants to make a reservation. Okay, or I want to make a reservation for. Now you can also give the slot. So slots start with the open curly braces. So here number of pupil is my slot value. So I have created one slot automatically. So as you can see here, the number of pupil is a slot. So now what is the slot type I need to put here? So this is, as you know, that this is a number type, correct? So I'll put the Amazon number. So that is the standard slot type that I already have. Again, save the model. So I'll be putting lots of utterances over here. Okay, so I have added one more my intent utterance. It says that I want to make reservation on a slot, that is the reservation date, at reservation time for number of people. So on these slots, the number of people was already created before. So so I don't have to create this number of people anymore. But here, reservation date is the Amazon date and the reservation time is the Amazon time. So now, we have the location intent, correct, or the name intent. So now I am creating one additional slot, the person name, on which the reservation will be based on. Okay, so person name will be there. So now person name is the new slot. Okay, so here I'll be creating the Amazon first name, the standard slot, so it will detect the slot value. Okay, so the person name. So then save it, and the last intent, and one more intent that we have, that is the location. So for that, we here now you can see here, the make reservation is the intent, and we have, this many slots are there, correct? And then we can create our own slot. Okay, so here we'll be creating the restaurant location. Okay, and here we don't have anything. Restaurant location we have created. So here we don't have any location. So city, we can choose the city, but since our students will not there be in all the cities, so here what we can do is we can create our own custom slot types. Okay, so let's see how we can create our own custom slot types. Okay, so we are going to create a custom slot type. As you can see here, all our used slot types are listed over here. Now we can add a new slot type. So now we'll be using our custom slot type. So let's say that this is our restaurant location city. Okay. Now these are the values that we need to put. Let's say one is Kolkata. Okay. So now this is the value. So ID I want to give something or synonym. So somebody calls it Calcutta. I can put Calcutta as a synonym. Okay. So similarly, let's say we have a Mumbai. So Mumbai is Bombay. So you need to put it as a Mumbai synonym. So Mumbai, Bombay is added, Calcutta is added. Okay. And Delhi. Fine. So, and then Bangalore. Let's say our restaurant operates into this particular four locations. So Kolkata, Mumbai, Delhi and Bangalore, these are the four locations in our restaurants is basically situated. So we have created one custom slot with restaurant location city and Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and we can put the ID. So instead of the value, the ID also will be passed. Okay. So similarly, but we don't need anything, we'll just pass the values. And if you want to put any synonyms, so it will match. If you say instead of Kolkata, if you say Calcutta, so Alexa will match this with the Kolkata and Kolkata will be passed. Similarly, if you say Bombay, so the Alexa will match the Bombay synonym as a Mumbai, so Mumbai will be passed to our custom application in Node.js or PHP. Okay, so once this is done, we'll save it and then we'll go over here into the restaurant location, and here we'll be selecting the restaurant location city as our slot type. Okay, and we'll save it. So now we have different slots, right? So number of people. Is this slot required to fill the intent? Yes. Okay, so what if the user doesn't provide this slot type? So Alexa, speech to prompt. Okay, so now Alexa will ask for these particular questions, either of this, anyone Alexa will select, and the utterances. So now what will be the response to the Alexa's question. So somebody can say there will be now number of people so something like that. Okay, you can put as much as possible over here. Okay, all right, so over here then go to the reservation date. Okay, so again this is a required field, required slot. So Alexa will ask, which date, something like that, and then the on reservation date this make reservation on reservation date this. So very simple. And then again we'll go for the reservation time. Okay, yes, this is again required. So at what time book. Okay, so this is how the sample utterances will be there. Save the model and the person name. Of course, this is the first person name, first name something like, people will say that reservation person name, simply the name. Okay, so once these things are done, okay, so once these things are done, now the restaurant location, of course this is also required. Okay, location, then the slot. So similarly now all your slots are present. Now validation, you can put a validation over here, since so since this is the values, so accept only the set of values. You can say reject only a set of values and accept only slot type values and synonyms. So I'll put it here, and then okay, so accept only the slot type values and synonyms. So if you say any other city, it will not accept. Prompt for new value when not with the slot values. This, what will Alexa say to ask the user for an acceptable value? I am sorry, we do not have any branch at whatever the location that user has said. Okay, you can modify this one also. Fine. So this is the one that so this is how you design your intents, your slots, and your basically the Alexa skills kit design. So I'll go ahead with create the another intent, that is a cancel reservation. It will be very simple. So cancel reservation is my intent, and I want to cancel a reservation. I want to cancel a reservation number. Now I am going to create a slot. Reservation number. So this is the slot value. So of course it will be a number, as you can understand. So number value. Okay, and basically save the model. And then here also on the slot, obviously this is a required field that Alexa will ask, and user will say a simple reservation number or reservation number, then the slot value. Okay, Okay, so once the intents and slots are created, so then what you need to do is you need to build the model for any, just for any, verification purpose, that if there is an error or not. So as you can see, the build started, and fantastic that the build is successful. So so it will take, for the first time, it will take some time to train the model, because it is the very first time we are actually building it. So it will take some time to train the model. So next time, then in the next video, which is the part 2 of this video tutorial, we'll see how to then create the Node.js application with an endpoint values. So endpoint is where you'll be keeping your own server. So either you can use the AWS Lambda version, which is the Amazon hosted, or you can use your own HTTPS location. Okay, all right. So we'll, in the next video, let's create the Node.js application or the PHP application, and then we'll see it here how to use that one. Okay, so thanks for watching this part. Make sure that you watch the next part based on the Node.js and PHP. So we'll have another two part. So first one will be for the Node.js, and the second one will be for the PHP. So based on your preferred programming language, you just watch the videos. So, but this one is the basic. This one is needed for very first time whenever you want to create a new custom skill in Alexa. So next, later on, the programming in Node.js or the PHP will take into the picture. So this is the very essence of the Amazon skill kit, how to create the custom skills with the intents, slots, utterances, and basically the designing the whole conversation flow. Thank you for watching.